Hey everyone. So we finally, if anybody wanted to see this, gotten around to doing a deck profile for my Gladiator Beast deck. So I will say that this is not designed to fight Dragon Rule and Prophecy, because to be quite honest, a deck that can draw 6 cards with 1 card adds absolutely nothing.
What tier would you say this deck is?
Well, I play against tier 2 decks. And I'm quite happy for it to be called Tier 2 because that's what I'm aiming for, because I just love Gladiator Beasts. And apart from anything, Dragon Rules and Prophecy are going to get nerfed anyway, and this deck will be Tier 1 then, because it won't be touched, hopefully. Okay, so here we go. So the Gladiator Beasts are absolutely minimal, truthfully, but it's a
Gladiator Beast deck without Gladiator Beasts.
No, it has got the Gladiator Beast, but it's all that's needed. It's the bare essentials.
Okay.
So it's 2 Laquari, 2 Darius, Bestiary, 3 Andal. That's it.
Okay.
It's mainly
it's a bit like a Hero Gate, just running Alias, Bubbleman, and Stratos.
Things like Mamillo, Mamillo's good. A, he's weak. B, he's level 3, which makes a big difference to this deck. You don't want to make rank 3s. There are good rank 3s, but the main strength of this deck is the rank 4s, and Geyserus, obviously. And Darius is one of the best cards in this deck. And yeah, you'll see the various card choices in a minute. So that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Gladiator Beasts, and really that's all that's needed. Tex from me, Prisma, I just can't seem to get rid of him. He's just absolutely incredible. He's
an elemental hero.
Well, he's just so fast for dropping the quarry in the grave, and it makes getting Heracleon's house so easy. And you can decide about game 2 if you want. A couple of Test Tiger for speed.
Just 2?
Test Tiger.
Just 2?
What, Test Tiger?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No. 3's too many. 3 clumps.
Bit like me with Polly. Just have 2.
Yeah.
No ultimate rare though. Need those.
I know. Yeah. Please.
Shout out to anyone that's got ultimate rare.
Please. That'd be amazing.
Okay.
Obviously, 2 Rescue Rabbit because he's Andor's friend. And 3 Bear. Gorilla. He's a new addition. I think he'll work quite well. Gorilla's worked well for me in the past. Good against mermails and things like that.
Yeah.
And 3 Tenki. Those are the monsters. I'm hoping Tenki doesn't get hit because I think Dragon Rulers and Prophecy, to be quite honest, to add a Beast Warrior to your hand.
And just to explain, you count Tenki as a monster.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Tenki's are monsters in this deck. So I mean,
because you could think the ratio of monsters was a bit low, but of course every time you play Tenki, you get a monster.
Well, yeah, it's a monster
as long as they're in the deck and as long as it doesn't get MST'd.
So searchable targets, you got 2 Laquari, 2 Darius, any of your Andal, Bear, and Gorilla. That's
plenty of targets.
That's tons of targets. Bear, I mean, I don't need to explain how.
And you've got to remember the Glad shuffle themselves back in anyway.
Exactly.
So even if you do cycle through all the, if you're forced to pick an Andal, well, instead you can just tag the quarry back in and then pick him again.
Yeah, exactly. There's just
good with Rabbit as well if you want to tag back in.
Well, the main tactic with this deck is get Rabbit, obviously, get double Andal. Now, I mean, Dynafist would just get double Gene Warwolf, but to me, putting an Andal in the grave, then if you exit into Tiger King to get Tenki to get Bear, and that's when the deck starts flowing. If you then later, if you later then pick a Laquari with your second Tenki, search off Bear.
Tag a Darius,
then you can tag a Darius, get Andal, and then you can exit into something else or make a Herc, and that's where the whole deck gets going. Okay. It's mainly from this guy, and obviously Test Tiger combos with Prisma and Rescue Rabbit as well.
Cool.
So those are the monsters. Come here. Right. Magics, mostly staples. Reborn, Hull, Heavy, Triple Space Typhoon. I played Trap Stun, but to be honest, it's too slow for this deck. You need speed.
Yeah.
Just use in this deck, use your monsters to pick off the traps because they usually play the bottomless trap.
And Gorilla.
Yeah, on Gorilla, on Laquari because they're afraid of Bestiary. Then just use that to clear it. Use your monsters to clear out the back rows, then MST whatever's left, and then capitalise with Bear. Book, just because it's incredible, this format at the moment.
Secret Rare.
Secret Rare. 2 Lance for ultimate general protection. It's the best, but 3 clumps, I find. And 2 Tensu. I ran 1 originally, but Tensu Tensu's sick in this deck. It really, really is. Just because you can summon the Quarry, they can play their one trap, play Tensu, follow up with Bear.
It's good for XE summoning. It's not a It's not a minus then because you can search.
Well, no, it just sits on the field, so you can just do it again next turn if you want to, or just use it.
People use things like, not being funny, like double summon and ultimate offering, while Tensu's is exactly the same. And because most of your monsters are Beast Warriors.
Exactly. And it's also big as well because it's that one extra fire formation spell card to use with Bear, because you find you run out very quickly with this deck, so you can always just keep the advantage going. That's enough to me, I think. Traps, 2 Call the Haunted, I absolutely love them. Just
very
because...
good for not only for Xing, also Gladiator beasts have another play with this, don't they?
Geysers.
Yeah,
Geysers.
You sometimes don't tag Geysers, but let them get
not if I got Call the Haunted.
Let them get killed and then flip it during the end phase.
The number of times people go Dark Hole on Geysers because they think I'm stupid because I've left it on the field, and they say, oh, okay, there's summon a monster, attack, they set 2 back rows, end phase, I'll Call the Haunted, blow them both up. And it's happened so many times.
Because when he's special summon, not when he's tagged.
Yup, and people can't believe it still, which is really amazing. Why people still think that, but 2 Compulse. These are my offensive traps, so I think the best traps at the moment are 2 Compulse, 3 Fiendish Chain, 3 Breakthrough Skill. Those are my traps, because everything at the moment, to be quite honest, I mean, Deep Prison's good, it is very, very good, but at the moment, monster effects are what you need to stop. Like Madolche's, Fire Fists, things like that. They're the main decks at the moment, and all of their decks are their advantage generated through their monster effects. But if you really, really need to, I side 3 Deep Prison. So if you come up against Chaos Dragons or something.
But the side changes so much, there's no point in showing it.
There's no point in showing it now.
Because every time the meta changes, every time a new deck rises.
Well, that's it, yeah.
So you alter your side deck. But it's standard things, Deep Prisons and what do you want, Maxi?
Maxi, Kaigu, Fossil Diner, Soul Drain at the moment. I don't play D Fisher because I find it conflicts with my deck too much.
Yeah, because you've got 10 keys and 10 zoos, and then the D Prisoners.
They won't stop the bears, but it stops Madarius plays.
Oh no, I just meant constantly spell and trap zone.
Oh yeah, yes, that as well. That's true. Yeah, you will find the clumps are very quick, especially with dead Fiendish Chains and dead.
And then if you haven't got any space for traps, your opponent can attack fearlessly, and you can't even play Storm or anything to get rid of it.
No, exactly. Right, the extra deck. 2 Geysers, 2's all that's needed. You do not need 3. 3 is overkill. I've never, ever, ever, ever had an instance where I've needed 3. 1 Heraclinos, 1 Heraclinos is plenty. Esadari, to be honest...
Is that because we've been talking about getting rid of that, haven't we?
I don't like it, but
it's good for tagging Andal, getting him back in the deck.
To be honest, just Xe into something better. Just Xe into...
Would you drop this?
If something better came out, yeah, definitely.
So 2 Geysers and a Herc.
The only instance I would ever make this is if I had 2 Darius in the grave, and I needed to get it back in my deck, and I was in such an advantageous position that I know I could then use Darius again. But if you're winning that much, you're not going to want to make this because there's better things to make. To be honest, just make Maestro or something. Steel Swan Roads, that's just a personal choice because I come up against Dark World and things, and it's good. And like Karakuri OTK and this god's just boss against them. Cowboy, I should probably run 2 of this because I can spam them out so easily and win.
Yeah, well, you think Andal with a couple of 10 key boosts or 10 suit boosts.
Well, if you just
attack, Xe, get Cowboy, detach, bang.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking, over 4,000 points of damage already.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you've got them down below half life points, you can kill them with 1 Dark Hole, a rabbit, or Dark Hole and a rabbit.
Yeah, Dark Hole rabbit's all you need pretty much, and then you can just
as long as they got a clear back row.
Yeah, exactly.
If they got a Shining or a Graffer or something on the field, Dark Hole, blow it up. Rabbit, double Andal, double attack, Xe, Cowboy, bang.
Yeah, it happens.
It's funny, they get down to about 600-700 life points and they go, oh, it's alright. Oh, hang on.
Actually, Cowboy, and then people rage quit.
And not being funny, if you do 800 points of damage with that and they're not quite dead, all you've got to do is protect them for a turn.
Or just leave them on the field for a turn, exactly. One thing I will point out as well, the reason I run 3 Fiendish and 3 Breakthrough Skills because you aim to get at this guy as quickly as possible, and usually to seal the deal you just need a Book of Moon or one of your Breakthrough Skill or something like that. It's just to stop, because you can stop any magic and traps, and you just need to stop their one monster that's going to cause you a problem, then just win the game next turn. Just thought I'd point that out.
It's like War Chariot, only better.
Yeah, pretty.
Because Herc and a War Chariot was always the combo before, wasn't
Well,
it?
the thing is about War Chariot as well is that obviously I'm not running many Gladiator Beasts, and I shouldn't have to feel compelled to play lots of Gladiator Beasts for a card that's not as good as Breakthrough Skill,
yeah.
because you can use it against things like Shien, against Abyss Gaios, against Orpheon, against things that are going to cause you problems. It's just a second resource in the grave. It's absolutely incredible. It's one of the best traps in the game, in my opinion. So rest of the extra deck. So Abyss Dweller, self-explanatory. Diamond Direwolf, I never use it, but it just looks cool. Tiger King.
I was so pleased when you pulled this.
I wanted it, but he,
He just fills up the extra deck for now.
Yeah, he just fills it up. I should probably run a second Tiger King, but I don't really.
So we're really thinking second Cowboy over Esadari and second Tiger King over Direwolf.
Yeah, I like
lots of different things.
I like
to
a
do.
nice big extra deck.
Yes.
That's me. Cardinal Commander. Oh god, this guy's boss. He's sick. He's like.
Is this
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You come up against a Frog Monarch deck, and you just shuffle in their Tree-born Frog, and then they can't do anything.
Or Heroes.
Or Heroes. Anything.
Miracle Fusion.
Anything. It's amazing. I just use him for his graveyard effect, and you just shuffle your bears or your tankies back in, and the fun just keeps going. It's just
a bit like Rainbow Neos.
Oh, he's incredible, Cardinal Commander. I definitely say he's worth running in the deck. Shockmaster. Finally got myself an ultra rare one.
Yeah.
I don't make him very often because I just don't have the back row support. But he's still good if you come up against, I don't know, Prophecy or.
It's not always a good idea. I've been watching some matches. People, if anyone brings up that, they never really win with it.
No. He's only to be honest. I only make Tiger King and Geysers and Heracleos anyway. That's all I ever make. But
and Cowboy.
I might as well. Yeah, Cowboy. But I might as well have.
You never
them.
know. I mean, it's a one-off tech.
Well, that's
if
it.
you run a trap, if you come up against a
Mm.
trap-heavy deck in a burn deck or something, you can win your matches.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Against decks that rely
final countdown.
Exodia.
Yeah, or Exodia, you shut down monster effects or something.
And that on my side, Royal Decree on my side, it just for things like that.
Exactly.
It's a good game one answer to funny old decks like that.
Yeah, the funny decks that rely on specifically on one type of card,
So
like
they will always
just spells
appear.
or traps or something. Rest of the extra decks very quickly. Black Ship of Corn.
Not legal in the UK yet.
I know, but I don't care.
No, but we will run it.
He looks better than Papilloperative, that's the only reason. My Stroke, Utopia, and Gemnite Pearl for an answer.
Use his real name.
Oh, Hope.
Use his real full name.
Oh, Hopu!
Thank you.
Hopu!
Right.
So that's the extra deck. As I say, side deck.
Gemnite Pearl is for
Orpheon.
Orpheon.
Orpheon and other Utopia, because everybody makes Utopia, so I just have Gemnite Pearl to get over.
Yeah, that extra 100 attack points is very good.
It makes a big difference. Instead of stalemating it, you can actually kill it with Gemnite Pearl.
Yeah, Gemnite Pearl's going to attack Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's Gladiator Beasts. It's pretty good. As I say, it's a good tier 2 deck. Don't expect it to play against Dragon Rulers because nothing can play them except other Dragon Rulers and Prophecy. But it's a good fun deck to play with. I like it. Give it a try if you've got any ideas or anything like that. Or if you like the deck, just post, please.
Please.